Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. It's getting noisy here in Oklahoma City. We're at the peak, the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder. Here's the starting group for the Allen. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ellis, and at point guard.
You know, when Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff.
And the shot falls short this time.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
Now, here's George. Back to Ellis. On the wing, Hill. The three. Shot's good. Hill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. No good. And the Thunder going the other way now.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Durant with the steal. Here's Westbrook. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school G right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double.
The shot by George, wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Oklahoma City is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. Here's the floater, and it's good on the way in. Ibaka's got his first basket of the night. Greg, for Westbrook, as we were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, plus in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Mahinmi's checked in for Allen. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Ibaka cannot hit. Hill with some nice D. Here's Ellis. Good D by Westbrook.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
He rifled that one in from distance. Westbrook's got 6. Pacers trail by 4. Ellis outside. Lets it go with the 3. Kept alive by Indiana. The kick out to Hill. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. And once again off the mark by Indiana. For 3, Westbrook. Second chance shot. Tries yet again. Roberson gets the bucket. Roberson's got his second basket of the game.
just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves...
Thunder with some changes. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Foy in for Andre Robertson. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Solomon Hill is checked in for Turner. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Hill. And it's Lawson in for Ellis.
Well, I tell you what, guys, last season the Thunder were fantastic on the glass. I mean, they started out as a great rebounding team and got even better after their trades.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
It's Westbrook with the drive. And Ibaka kicks to Kansas. That's good.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
Last season, the Oklahoma City Thunder led the entire NBA in rebounding. Greg, they did well on both ends. First in the league in offensive rebounds and second in defense.
And, Kevin, the thing that sticks out for me, for OKC, everybody rebounds. The guards, the bigs, the wings. It really has a huge impact and allows you to have that many more possessions. So if this team is healthy, watch out.
Lawson, the pass to Mahinmi. Back to Lawson. Indiana moving the ball around. Poked away, stolen by Kansas. Here's Foy, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Foy's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
And here's Miles outside. They get a hand on it. Lawson drives in. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Thunder lead by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy.
I think it's another level I can go to. You know, always can be better. That's all.
Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple of years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight. It's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Deion Waiters is out there with Durant. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Morrow in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City get going here in the second.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Singler comes in for Dion Waiters. And it's Roberson in for Anthony Morrow. An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. Pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
I'd like is they've been under control while getting out in this league. They've kept those turnovers down.
Here's Roberson. Here's Adams. The offensive rebound.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Now here's Turner. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Then for the Pacers, Hill, he's checked in for Paul George. Stuckey comes in for George Hill. Young is subbed in for Monte Ellis.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it, I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them at the kind of range he has.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Indiana didn't have a great record on the road last season. Only went Clark 15 and 26 on the year, and it crushed them down the stretch.
It really did, Kevin. I mean, the Pacers had a bumpy year with all of the injuries, particularly with George being out for most of the year. His absence was most noted in those tough road games.
The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Payne. Tries again. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
And the Pacers call time here.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
.139 left in the first half.
You know, talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
And the shot is good. 1:14 left now here in the second. Payne. Oklahoma City the rebound. The Thunder shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Throw good. Serge Ibaka.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the mega stars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Miles, that's good. Talking about Ibaka, does so many things that help his team, the little things that always make a difference, even with his superb free throw shooting, up to a remarkable, Clark, 84% last year.
Yeah, but, you know, Ibaka had an injury of his own. As much as people talked about Durant's injury, the knee soreness Ibaka had cost him 18 games last year, so that was tough for him.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? It's a foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out, and sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
There's 18 seconds left here in the second. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Here's Lawson. Launches a three, and good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Lawson's got the lead up to 1 now for Indiana. And the first half comes to... conclusion in a game that has been very close so far.
Ty, looking back...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Our game tonight at Chesapeake Energy Arena has been a close one. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Paul George really making a difference here.
And what he gives his team, guys, is an edge. He just lights up an arena when he gets it going. And in that first half, young fella had it going.
Not just an edge, though, Greg. I think he gives them a confidence and a swagger they wouldn't otherwise have. And he's a special player to have around, no doubt about that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Pacers. They've got Paul George, George Hill out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. And it's Allen in at the 4 spot. The Pacers shooting 41% for the game. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Indiana leading. Ellis outside. No good on the 3.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Oklahoma City shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. It's Hill on the wing. Back to Ellis. Indiana moving it around. Here's Turner, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Thunder trailing by 3. Westbrook. Great defense that time from Ellis.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook for that matter.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Soft touch off the glass. Ellis has got his first points of the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a quick pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Sinks the three-pointer. And now it's an 8-point Pacer lead.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be. And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Offensive rebound. Ibaka lays it up and banks it in. Ibaka's got 8 points.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Guys, it is not that complicated. When the shot goes up, hit and go get. That means hit your man and then go get the ball.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.